Hey, it's Corey of Blood Brothers Racing. I'm here to tell you that we're not done with YouTube. We just been busy doing toter home repair and some other miscellaneous stuff that it doesn't really fit in with the channel. We want to try to keep this strictly to racing or cool cars or fast stuff, and toter home repair, roof repair does not fit into that. So in today's video, I'm just going to give you an update with where we're at in the vehicles because we have a race coming up, and let you know where we stand with that, what upgrades we still have to deal with before May 19th, and hopefully we'll make it. And just give you a quick video about where we're at, keep you in the loop. All right. All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is the truck's going to the chassis dyno this Sunday. So we haven't made a video in a month or so, so it's actually this Sunday. This video will come out tomorrow, which is Friday. This truck is going to the chassis dyno. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little giveaway. Closest to the horsepower number on the chassis dyno, we'll get a swag pack of some kind. We'll send out some cool stuff. I'll give you a little bit of basics on the motor if you're not real involved with the channel. The motor is a 421 small block with a 9.5 to 1 compression. Heads are Brodix Dragon Slayers, mildly ported. The intake is the blower shop intake. Blower is a BDS Stage 4 competition blower, 18-point Teflon. We're running on methanol. The fuel pump is a Enderle ADA -0. I believe it's -0. That's 6.34 gallons per minute. So if you could take those specs and give me the closest number you think this is going to dyno at the chassis dyno, closest to the number wins, Price is Right rules. All right, the next thing we got to address is this rear end. I was wanting to narrow it this winter, but I've actually ran out of money. So I'm going to have to do the next best thing is installing studs. 5/8 studs. So instead of these 1/2 inches, we're going to that big boy in order to keep the wheels from shearing off at the starting line, and we're still going to run the 10.5 wides. I got it to hook last year. I think I can get it to hook just fine with the horsepower with a 4-link change, and I'll make a video about my decision making on that. But we're just going to make the 4-link a little bit more aggressive so the tire will bite, and we should be just fine. But we're gonna have to at some point narrow this thing because I got all this room in here and no tire to put there. So I think the tire comes about here. What we're gonna do is we can't reuse these cast wheels and then drill them. It's just, for one, I don't know if I trust it or not. It's a Jeg Star SSR wheel, cheap stuff. So Race Star hooked us up and gave us a really good deal on some rims that's gonna be temporary. For this, and then afterwards I'll sell them off, but they're already ready to go with these studs. You'll see them whenever I get them mounted. The next thing we got to attempt to do is I was realizing with the motor running at idle, it was idling at 1.2 gallons per minute, and that little 4-gallon tank is just not going to cut it. So I went ahead and ordered a 10-gallon tank. I could get it mounted. New tires underneath. New slicks, 29.5, 10.5s. I've got some tire traction compound for the dyno, and I'll be using the wheels from a customer's car that I have here, and I got permission from him to run street tires because the dyno is a 2-wheel dyno, so it's not just a single drum, and they say if you try to use slicks, it'll actually get kind of stuck between the 2 wheels and damage and stuff can happen, so we're going to avoid that. So that's where we are with the truck. Again, this thing gets put on the dyno. in a couple days. So give you your best horsepower numbers. All right, as you can see, the Nova is still missing its power plant. Performance Automotive in Bethalto, Illinois is still dealing with that. They got the motor assembled. We're just waiting on a dyno room. We could have probably picked this motor up at least 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago. But we really wanted to get it on the dyno and get a video for that for you guys to see how that works. So we're kind of waiting on the dyno room to be available. And hopefully it'll be available within the next week or two. And we'll travel down there and pick up his motor. But I'll give you a couple pictures right now of the motor, of the assembly process. I'm sure there'll be a good video of it whenever we get past the dyno. But that's where the Nova stands. And today is, let's see if we can find the date there. It's, that's April 27th. And we have to be ready to race on May 19th. So probably not gonna make the first race, but we're gonna give her hell and we'll try to get her done. I have a lot of people supporting me. A lot of people reached out to try to help with my stud problem, to make sure that I don't shear my rims or studs off and hurt myself or somebody or the truck. The last thing we're going to talk about is the reason that we haven't made a video, and that's going to be the toter home, what I've had to do with that. It was an extensive repair. All right, the next thing we should talk about is what's taken us so long to upload a video. So this is our toter home. It's what hauls my race truck. Chris usually hauls his with an open trailer, but that's my closed trailer. At any rate, I noticed over the summer last year, whenever it was raining, I would start getting these little rust spots underneath the stainless trim. There was no water on the inside, no signs of water on the inside, but I was getting those rust spots, which made me think that I had a leak somewhere. So under investigation, I started taking some of those trim pieces off, and we found that it was leaking, and FRP board was just soaking it all in and rotting from the inside, and we had to end up cutting a bunch of it off. So I'm gonna climb up there and show you how much we had to cut off. All right, the white balance is terrible on this video, but we had to cut off from here all the way to that brake right there. So all this is new FRP paneling, including this little overhang, and everything had to be resealed. So this is the new rotted one, and we still have to cut a roof vent in right there, but it's already framed out on the inside. You'll see that in a second. But we'll go to the inside and show you what had to be taken down and what we're still trying to put up. All right, guys, sorry for the shadowing or whatnot, but this is the inside of the toter. We had to take that whole panel, inside roof ceiling panel, off, including 3 all the way back to the kitchen area over here in order to replace the ceiling or the roof. So we're in the process right now replacing the roof or the ceiling. I put an extra light in as well, make it a little brighter in here. And we had to take down all the cabinetry on this side. It held the entertainment center and whatnot, so we got to get that put back up as well. Again, this is April 27th, I think, and we had to have this thing ready and to rock by May 19th for the first race, so there's still a lot to do. I took tomorrow off, and I'm going to try to get all the cabinets put in and get the lights in. I can't cut the ceiling vent, which it's been framed out. Can't see it, but there's a hole right there for it. All I got to do is cut the vinyl, and it's already ready for that roof vent. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that this week because of the rain, but if I can, I'll get that put in. We also have a bunch of trim to put back up. I took a lot of it off in order to keep from hurting it when I was taking other stuff down. But Debbie replaced all the fabric, my wife Debbie, on all the window garnishments, which makes it a lot more updated in here and nicer. So I really appreciate her, and she did a fantastic job. Material's not cheap, but that's just the way it is when you're talking toter homes or RVs. So anyway, we gotta get all this stuff done, and then we will be ready. All right, obviously, we're not gonna be as ready as we'd like by May 19th. Even if we are able to race, it'll probably be untested, the suspension anyway, or track tested. We will, again, dyno. We're taking the truck to the dyno this Sunday. Put your horsepower estimates below for your chance to win. We'll throw in something, a t-shirt and stickers and maybe something else. We'll figure out something, but closest to the horsepower wins, Price is Right rules. At any rate, we'll keep you updated. We got a lot of projects. Again, I'm gonna do the rear end. I'm gonna make sure I video that, so we'll have a video for that. We'll have a video of the truck getting dynoed. We'll have a video of getting Chris's motor dynoed. We'll have a video of Chris's motor going in, and hopefully all that will come out, or all that will get done by May 19th. Highly doubt it, but we'll get as much done as we can, and we'll just put videos out so you guys can follow along. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you really enjoy us, share our video. That'll help us grow as a channel, and if we grow, we can put out better videos for you. All right, see you guys.